versus Shakedown's Rise. You're up 1 on us, Shake, so I have to give the fans a build to compete with that. How you doing today? What build do you have in store for the fans?
What up? It's your boy Shake. Shout out to Rise and all my Rise compadres. This time around, I went with a 2-way, 3-level shot creator. Little bit of everything and a whole lot of problem for the rest of the community.
All right, so take us through why you made this build and submitted it for the game.
That's a good question. Initially, I made the build to relieve my teammates of the pressure of having to play on-ball defense. And this way, I could play on-ball defense and still orchestrate the offense.
And what are some of the things that separates this build from other builds you made? Why did you focus on this specifically? Like, was it a badge threshold? What were the things?
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Happy holidays, everyone! From all of us at 2K Sports, thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Amp is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And for Houston, Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Then there's Alperen Sengun. Then it's Thompson. And it's Barton in at the power forward. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Graham.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Outside Edwards. Brooks against DiVincenzo. Here's Randle. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. To the paint. Here's Barton. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Good read from Green there. Getting better at sensing when his teammates are wide open and need the ball.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's DiVincenzo following the score by Houston. Here's Randle. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. DiVincenzo with a steal. Outside Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Pass to Brooks. On the wing, Green. Barton outside. Launches it. Drains the triple. Barton's got 5 now.
And 3 for 4 to start. Showing some rhythm.
Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. Shot clock at 5. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Beating the buzzer just by a whisker. Edwards with the flair for the dramatic.
Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Randle. Outside McDaniels. Up and over Brooks. McDaniels can't hit.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 9 points in his last outing. Over Thompson. It's rebounded by Sengun. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Houston making some changes. Smith comes in for Şengün. And Tari Eason subbed in for Brooks. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Mike Conley comes in for DiVincenzo. Now here's Conley. McDaniels from long range. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And that's going to be a foul on Houston. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
Now here's Edwards. He had a 36-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Van Vliet against Edwards. Here's Barton. Minnesota with a rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Alexander Walker doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Whitmore. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Eason. Down low. Barton's shot off the mark.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Outside Reed. 4-3. Buries it from 3.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And he lays it in on the break.
Yeah, so smart to go to a shooter to finish the fast break. And coach has to like seeing Smith hustle to complete the play.
Pass to McDaniels. Shoots over Barton. McDaniels can't hit. Houston leading by 4. Van Vliet outside. Barton outside. Outside Whitmore. Clock at 6. Here's Eason. And he buries his first look.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Outside McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Edwards has got 6.
Edwards flexing on them now. Bully ball inside.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And Anthony Edwards has stayed. That his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after.
They've got Thompson. Dillon Brooks is out there with Jalen Green. Then there's Alperen Şengün. And it's Barton in at the 4. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Nice hustle from Conley that time. When the break is available, he really gets after it.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, B-Train in the last matchup against the Pelicans really lit up the floor. He had 36 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. We should have expected a game like that, given his impressive form of late. We'll see if he keeps it going tonight. Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Lets it fly. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. DiVincenzo's got his first 2 points of the night.
DiVincenzo gets great lift on his shot and right now playing at a great pace.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Clark, playing time is so difficult to come by. So what's the best way to stay ready if you're on the end of the bench?
Yeah, that's a good question, B. I never experienced that as a starter in the short career that I had in the NBA. With all the travel, I think you just got to make a commitment to get in the extra work between the few practices that you have. So it's really being self-motivated as an individual to be professional and anticipate that you're going to be ready if your number's called.
Houston leading by 3. On the wing, Green. Back to Barton. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Barton's got 9.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Brooks against Edwards. Up and over Brooks. Thompson pulls it in.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Pass to Barton. And no good. Randall with some nice D.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And that one's good from Conley.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
And here's Thompson. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New Orleans.
And he really contributed on defense. Brought the intimidation with 2 big blocks.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Conley passes to Reed. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Houston. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. That'll be their second of a 5-game stretch at home. And Barton gets it to go.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Edwards against Brooks. To end the run. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Thompson.